Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let us learn another interesting services, that is monitoring services in AWS by real-time example. Let's say you go for a gym. Let's say you are the person. You are the person who go for gym. In the gym, who will monitor you personally? There is a person named trainer, right? Trainer, gym trainer, who will monitor you personally, right? He will monitor you and your health personally. So is there any person who monitors all the persons who are coming to gym? Yes. So there is another monitoring of whole gym. There is another person who monitors the whole gym. What is that? CC camera, right? Yeah. CC camera is one of the other person who monitors the whole gym. Now, let's say you done 20 push-ups. You done how many push-ups? You performed 20 push-ups. What is this 20 here? It is nothing but a parameter, right? Trainer said you a parameter to do 20 push-ups today, so that after some days you will get some muscle. So you have done, let's say you have done only 10 push-ups. Then who will tell you done only 10 push-ups? You done only 10 push-ups. Who will know that you done only 10 push-ups? Trainer will know you done only 10 push-ups because he personally monitors you. So that's why he know you done only 10 push-ups. Whereas coming to camera, does the person who watches the camera will particularly monitors you how many push-ups you done? No. So trainer will know, but coming to the gym owner who watches the CC camera, he doesn't need to take care of it. So he don't know. He don't want to monitor about it. Right? Yeah. In similar way, what this person will store, he will store how many persons will come and how many persons are going. That also will be stored by whom? The gatekeeper, right? So for gym, do it having a gatekeeper? Yeah. So it is having a gatekeeper, or else can I say there is a logging book where it can maintain, where this logging book can maintain your records, right? When you are coming and when you are going, how much time you spent, who is coming to gym, everything will be maintained by whom? This logging book. So can this logging book will maintain how many persons are, what is the event happened in the gym? Yes. Okay. Now let us compare it with AWS resources. To whom in AWS, to whom you need to monitor? What you need to monitor in AWS? You need to monitor your resources, right? Yes, you need to monitor your resources. What do you have in AWS? You have compute resources, you have storage resources, you have database resources, right? Yeah. And networking resources you have, like that you have multiple resources. Let's say, let me pick a resource as an example. Let's say I pick EC2 resource, EC2 instance, that is nothing but, let's say I picked a server as my resource. Coming to this server, what are the things that the server has? The server has, for a person, we're having parameters, right? What do this server has? This server has metrics. What type of metrics? The server has performance metrics. The server also has what type of metrics? Performance metrics. Okay. So what are the, sir, can you tell us some matrices? Yeah. If you see about some metrics, you have CPU metrics, you have disk metrics. Let me write in single line. You have CPU metrics, storage metrics, you have disk metrics, right? How much amount of disk storage is there? That is also one metric, right? Yeah. And you also have network metrics, and you also have number of requests coming to this EC2 instance, that is server. That is also one of the metrics, right? Like this, many matrices are there. Now, who is the person which monitors personally this server? That means, is there any service in AWS where it will monitor personally my resource? EC2 is a resource, right? I want to monitor this resource personally. In gym, there is a trainer to monitor you personally. So I'm asking you that, is there any resource in AWS where it will monitor your instance personally? Yes. There is a service where it can monitor your instance personally. What is the service name? The service name is CloudWatch. What is that? CloudWatch. So if anybody asks you the question, that is, in AWS, is there any personally monitoring service? Is there any personally monitoring service of my resources present in AWS? Then what is your answer? Your answer must be CloudWatch. In similar to watch, if you take an example of watch, if you want to wake up at 6 a.m., then what you do? You just put an alarm, right? In similar way, here also, by using this CloudWatch, you can set the metrics. By using this CloudWatch, you can put some metrics limit. So by using this CloudWatch, you just put some metrics limit. So based on the limit, it will work. So do you watch? How do your watch work? Normal watch will work whenever 6 a.m. happens, then it will just ring. Whenever, if you put a alarm at 6 a.m., then in the stopwatch, then it will ring at 6 a.m. in the morning. Based on what? The time. In similar way, if the EC2 instance particular metrics, let's say, if you take an example, let's say I want to have an alarm. I want to know if my CPU utilization is greater than or equals to 80%. Let's say if my CPU utilization is greater than or equals to 80%, then I need to know. I want any resource in AWS which will need to intimate me. So to watch this limit, to watch this EC2 instance CPU metrics is increased, is greater than or equals to 80 or not, we need a resource. What is that? CloudWatch. This CloudWatch will watch whether EC2 matrix limit reaches more than or equals to 80 or not. So if it reaches, let's say if it reaches, then what I need to do? I need to get an alarm, right? I need to get an alarm. So what is the service in AWS where it can send you notifications? So there is a service in AWS where it can send you notifications. The service name is SNS. What is the service? SNS. What is the full form of SNS, sir? Simple notification service. Simple notification service. If anybody asks you what is SNS, it is a simple notification service where it can send you notifications in two ways. If you provide an email, then it will send you an email notification, or else if you want an SMS notification, then that also can be sent by using this SNS. So who will monitor your EC2 instance? Personally, CloudWatch. Whenever metrics limit reaches greater than or equals to 80%, if you put this rule, that is, whenever this metrics limit reaches to this condition, then you need to send an SNS notification to particular mail or particular number, then this SNS notification will be sent. Okay. Now how many types of monitorings we have in CloudWatch? How many types of monitorings we have, sir? We have mainly two types of monitorings in CloudWatch. So what are they, sir? In CloudWatch, we have two types of monitoring. First one is basic monitoring. Basic monitoring. And what is the other thing? Other one is detailed monitoring. What is the difference between these two, sir? Basic monitoring and detailed monitoring. So in between these two, the only difference is that this basic monitoring will monitor for every 5 minutes. For every 5 minutes, this basic monitoring will monitor. Coming to this detailed monitoring, it will monitor for every 1 minute. For every 1 minute, this detailed monitoring will monitor. Sir, you're telling there are two types of monitoring, right? So what is the charge for these types of monitorings? For basic monitoring, what is the charge? And for detailed monitoring, what is the charge? Basic monitoring is provided for free of service for us. So basic monitoring is provided free of charge for all the AWS users. Coming to detailed monitoring, if you enable this detailed monitoring, then it will charge you, because it was monitoring you for every 1 minute. For every 1 minute you are monitoring, so that's why it is charged. So coming to basic monitoring, it is free. Basic monitoring is a free. So we'll go with basic monitoring in future labs. Okay. Now, since you told us, sir, there is a camera in gym. Is there any service in AWS where it can monitor entire AWS environment? Is there any service in AWS where it can monitor the entire AWS resources? Yes, there is a service called CloudTrail. What is that? CloudTrail. It is same like CC camera in your gym, where it can monitor all the resources. What are the resources that are present in that are present in your account? Those all resources will be monitored by whom? CloudTrail. What it does? It monitors. It monitors your resources. It can able to track your resources, and it can even able to records your resources, and it can even able to log the files. It can able to enter the data in form of log files of your resources. So everything will be done by it. So now let's say I just changed, let's say some user changed the capacity of this EC2 instance. In previously, this EC2 instance having only storage of 2 GB. Previously, this EC2 instance is connected with a storage of 2 GB. Now, one of my architect done that, he increased it to 4 GB. He increased from 2 GB to 4 GB, he increased the storage. Then where can I know that? Where can I know that? Is that change is recorded in this CloudTrail? Yes, that is recorded in the CloudTrail logs. So with that, including that, there are many things were present in this CloudTrail logs. Is it easy for us to look the change in the logs? No, no, right? Yes, it is not easy to monitor the particular change of my resource in CloudTrail log. If you see in CloudWatch, it won't monitor this because it just monitors the metrics limits on the instance that you create. It don't monitors the changes that happens in the instance, or else you can say in resource. Then is there any service in AWS, sir, which will monitor the changes of your resources in AWS? Yes, there is a service called config, AWS config. This AWS config, what it will do, it just monitor the changes. It monitors changes in your AWS resources. It just monitors changes which happens in your AWS resources. Sir, let's say there are some illegal issues. That means illegal things happened in my account. That means hacking. Let's say hacking happened in my account. Is there any service in AWS where it can inspect my resources and told me that issue? Yes, there is a service in AWS where it can inspect your resources and told any fraudlets or fraud issues happens in your account. What is that service? That is AWS Inspect. AWS Inspector. This AWS Inspector will monitor your AWS resources and it will let you know, is there any hacking, such type of issues happen on your resource. Sir, we're having friends, right? In gym, we are having friends where they can provide you suggestions that, hero, you look like a very handsome. Do the dumbbells, also, so that it will be very easy to you to pick up your muscles, right? Yeah, like that. We're having friends in gym, right? Yes, we're having friends in gym. So in similar way, is there any resource in AWS where it can provide you, advices? Yes, there is a resource. The name of the resource is Trusted Advisor. What is the resource name? Trusted Advisor. This Trusted Advisor is a resource. That means there is a service name called Trusted Advisor where it can advise you instead of taking 4 GB, since you 2 GB will charge you less, right? So just take 2 GB, man. Like that, it will provide you suggestions. Who is a trusted advisor? It will provide you suggestions. Same like friends in your gym, it provides you suggestions. Okay. Sir, we're having, if I take any SIM card from any service provider, I have support, right? I have, let's say I taken Jio SIM. Let's say I taken a Jio subscription SIM. Then they'll provide me, they'll must provide me support center, right? It must have a support center, right? Yeah. So is there any Is there any support provided by AWS? Is there any support centers present in AWS? Is there any service present in AWS which acts like this support? Yes, there is a service which names as AWS support. What is that? AWS support. So what does it will do, sir? It will just provide you like support of your answers. If you have any doubt, you just ask this AWS support, then it will provide you the solutions. Same like whenever you're not getting the signal of your Jio SIM at your area, then what you do? You're asking the support center, why I'm not getting, I want. Then they'll provide you the particular response and particular precautions that you need to maintain. So in similar way, AWS is also having that type of service, that is what AWS support. So in this service, we have mainly four types. What are the types? Four types. So what are the basic support they will provide, and developer support they will provide. Basic support they will provide, and developer support they will provide, and they also provide you business support. Business business support they'll provide, and they also provide you enterprise support. Enterprise support they'll provide you. These are the supportings that are providing by AWS. Okay, so what is the major difference between them? This basic support is free, man. This basic support is free, whereas coming to this developer support, it charges you almost $100. Almost $100 it will charge you. Coming to enterprise support, it will charge you almost $15,000. $15,000. Whereas coming to business support, they will provide you for, if you are expecting this business support, then you need to pay almost $10,000. Almost $10,000 per month. This is per month. So what are the major changes between these, sir? Everything you are telling for support only. Then what are the changes? So based on the response time, these are changed. If you ask you a support from this enterprise, edition, then you got response in few minutes. In few minutes only, you're getting the response. Whereas coming to basic supports, you get response in 2 to 3 days. Right? I hope you understood. Based on the support plan that you choose, you got the support response in from minutes to days, based on the plan that you choose. Based on the plan that you choose, that you need to pay also. So for future classes, for next classes, for upcoming classes, to use the AWS resources and try to learn them by practical implementation by using lab, what you need is, you must need to create AWS account, right? Yeah. There you must need to choose this basic support only. Don't go for this developer support or business or enterprise, because they'll charge you. Since you are a learning student, so just try with this basic support. It is enough for you to practice almost all your labs there only. You don't need these supports and don't need to pay this much amount while learning itself. If you are an expert, or if you are a holder of large companies, then if you have need, then only go for which support is best fit for you, that type of support. So I hope you in this video you understood the monitoring service with a detailed example, practical example. So you learn something new in this video about monitoring services and supporting services from AWS. So I hope this video is contentful to you. If you feel this video is contentful to you, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching. See you back in the next video. Until then, bye bye.